Alrighty, folks, we're on the way in here. Boom, boom, boom. And let's get you out of the way. There we are. And ta-da. Okay. Already done some major fixing upping since I was on earlier today. I wanted to check and make sure some of the changes and fixes that I made came out properly. And I also found out a little bit more about some of the Oakhven mod, how to find things, how to do some things, some of the other stations that I couldn't seem to find. Earlier today I ran into the issue where some of the stuff wasn't showing up when I did a search for it. I'm roaming around in creative and DM mode, so I can just quickly spawn things because these types of streams are going to be for testing and things like that, and kind of showing some stuff off. And well, the one big issue is half of the Oakhven mods are nested properly in folders, so when you unzip them and go to drop them in your mods folder, they're good to go. And if you just happen to get lucky and start installing the ones that are like that to begin with, you won't think twice about any of the other ones or any of the rest of them. Well, it turns out about half of them had a second folder nested inside of the archive. So when that happens, the server and your client won't recognize the mod or see the mod. So that's been fixed. I did notice there's a couple of items still that the icons aren't showing up. I read up a little bit on the author's support forum, and it appears that there are some icons that aren't named properly carried over to the XML files. I'm going to go through those after off stream and make those corrections to that, because there's so far more than enough stuff to play with right now. I went ahead and got rid of the candles. I did some painting in here because, you know, just because it's the apocalypse, it doesn't mean you can't have things looking good. And I did some lighting. As you can see here, I've got a couple different sets of it going on right now. Oh, let's not shoot our lights. Shut those off. There's our track lights. Just went ahead and threw this up for the workstations. So we can have different moods if we want them. I'm really happy with the generators that are included in the mod. There's a couple of different types. And just like any of the other generators and things like that, they work on a similar fashion as the other ones. You can gas them up for charging the batteries, refuel it with normal gasoline, and then there's also battery banks, batteries and battery banks that you can drop in there, or cells. That's the proper word for it. I do need to make still a sort chest, as I call it. And I'm not really sure, do I want to put that here or put that there? There's two different locations I'm going to be coming in from all the time, and the one I'm probably going to use the most will be the one over by the doors here. So we'll put it right next to the door. And let's set it up a little bit differently than some of the other stuff right there. Display case. Why not? Let's make it look cool, I suppose. Let's see what this one looks like. If I don't like it, I could always get rid of it. Sure. We'll leave it that way for right now. I haven't labeled anything yet. All of these boxes, the red metal ones over there, the wooden chests and everything, they're all writable. But as far as this drop chest goes, I'm also going to be using it for, let's call it developer stuff that I need to throw away and deal with later, or parts that I may be playing with and using later. The fish farm rock drill, picks bench, we don't need you in there, we don't need you, you can keep one stack of you going. We'll be adding those guys a little bit further down the road. More cabinets, auto workbench, go with you guys here, doors, more candles, more switches. More boxes, relays, and let's see, anything else we need to dump right away? You can go in there, and I think that'll be good for right now. Candles. There are concrete cubes. That's our regular normal wooden frames that we like to roam around with. Throw that tool down here so I can keep an eye on it. And so I don't accidentally nuke things in the world, drop my dev delete tool, paintbrush, get that out of the way for right now. That's a good start anyways. Must be foggy outside. Yep, sure is. Oh, found a couple that I need to finish up on. It's late in the day, so it's almost evening. While it's still light outside, it's gonna fly up here. And let's see how... Wow. The plants have been going, as far as the server goes and everything like that, they've been going since server's been up for 3 hours, 4 hours now. I'll really have to sit down one of these times and time this stuff right here. Earlier today, I just went ahead and dropped some plants in, and they're ready to pick, I suppose. There's the Hydroponics Bench. Honey's ready to collect from the beehive. We did the beehives earlier. While we're up here, let's see, rock drill, fish farm, standpipe, chicken coop we wanted to. I wanted to see if the chicken coops could be placed up on buildings. There's a couple different versions. Get it pulled up here. Chicken coop. There's a tin version. There's a, it looks like a wooden one. It's more suitable for rustic scenarios. And then there's a fancy one. The fancy one is seen on their description. Honey glazed chicken nuggets. Grown chicken. I'm going to assume the sleeper chicken, those are the baby chickens that you're supposedly going to be getting from as spawns out in the nests down on the ground. We're going to go hunting for some of that stuff here in a little while. And then the tin one, that's the one that I dropped into my inventory earlier right here. I wanted to see if these are able to be used on the roofs. I'm almost suspecting that you should be able to. We'll find out though. Yes, you can. Earlier today we placed one of the water wells and found out that you obviously can't place it on buildings and things like that. It does need to be placed on the ground. Fortunately, this map though, there's a lot of water sources, so probably not necessary. But if you're out in places like the desert, or you know, just some places that are out of the way, the water wells and things like that are going to be awesome for that. Yeah. Let's see, hydroponic fish farm. These are kind of tall. It could also be, yeah, yeah, they're kind of tall. My character isn't overly short or anything like that, but if I had to make a suggestion for the authors or something like that, I'd see about making the things half as high. I mean, feasibly you could. I left my dev tool downstairs. Feasibly you could sink them into the floor or something like that. But for testing purposes and things like that, we're just going to leave them up here. Oh, and stealthed. That has a little bit to do with it too. Pick up abrasion, fish farm. Now, I did notice, get this pulled up here, and now that this stuff is showing up. When I tried this earlier today, none of this stuff showed up. This was one of the mods that had the nested folders in it. Excuse me. There's a Oak Raven fish farming kit. Let's grab the right one this time. Fish on a stick. Yeah. We already know what that is. What do we have here? Fish stick. Not really sure what that's going to be about. Fish meringue. Ugh. Fish gravy toast. I'm kind of having some shiner fish on a stick. I'm good assuming that the fish sticks are part of a recipe. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Provide players with a melee weapon. We need to look and see what the fish stick looks like. Why not? But I guess my question is going to be, let's take the fish farming kit and you just get the fish farming kit, you right click on the fish farm and drop them in. So I'm assuming that the fish farming kits are going to be loot somewhere. You're going to get them from somewhere. That's kind of awesome. Put you in there, put you in there, put you in there. And auto workbench, water standpipe. You can go in there. Rock drill, that's going to have to go on the ground in the HD Pix bench. I originally had the HD Pix bench installed down in the base down there, but the issue with it is it has boobies on it, and YouTube and Twitch doesn't particularly care for that stuff on live streams and things like that. So I'm not worried about monetization or anything like that, but I don't want even a hit for something like that. I drop F-bombs and things like that enough as it is, so I don't want to push my luck. And earlier today, one of my other regulars was on, Melza. We encountered a situation where there's a couple of blocks here. I couldn't build anything. And I restarted the server and was able to build there. So we need to fill that in while we're thinking about it. So we need to go hunt up some chickens and test some of the plants, because supposedly different types of plants have different biomes that you're going to find them in. I'm going to assume some of the things like yucca and maybe some of the peppers and things like that are going to be in the desert biomes. Chilies, jalapenos, tomatoes, I'm going to assume are going to be in the green. Pumpkins perhaps in the green. Coffee. Do you harvest these the normal way? We got 4 coffee beans off of that. Now, do you have to pick that up and replant it? I'd almost assume that you have to replant those. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. These are part of the hydroponic, which means that you can grow them indoors, down inside bases or indoors. You don't need to have them outside. I just dropped them on the roof because for me, this particular POI that I'm at is one of my favorite starter POIs to claim as my own when I'm first getting used to what's going on the map. And it provides a pretty efficient and safe location to get started and established at. So it can be used as a horde base too, but there's a few things you have to take into consideration, and I'm not going to get into that right now. So go ahead, drop down here. While I'm thinking of it, I've got some stuff to drop off. These are going to be food storage over here. For right now, we're just going to drop the food where it's going to go globally, and I'll spread it out and organize it in some of the other containers later. We did read that already. Keeping the chili dogs on me. We're good there, good there, good there, and good there. Bile extract, that's chemistry stuff. Med stuff. Meds are going to go down towards this end. Meds. Crap you. We've already got that done. And resources. There's another mod that I'm looking at right now that showed some promise not too long ago. Let's drop you in there. Drop half of you in there. There's going to be parts over here. Parts. Resources as well. Forgot this one here. You going? Drop you, and I'm a little shocked I don't have any lead on me. Even after a couple of days, I usually have quite a bit of lead going. But okay. It is almost nighttime. Let's go ahead and swap these out. I notice this generator does make a little bit of noise. It's tolerable though. Forge. Standard forge equipment is going to go in there. It's just actually a kind of a cooler forge. This should have chemistry station. That just uses fuel. Stove. There's one of the Oak Raven stoves. There's your standard operating equipment right there for that. We've got that stuff in another chest. I'll drop that in later. This is a fish cooking stove, I guess. Fish oven. Oh, you can do canned salmon. You can actually create canned food and things like that, which is cool. There's that fish meringue, which just doesn't sound appealing to me at all. Fish on a stick, perch on a stick, piranha on a stick. How cool is that? Mutant piranha. Okay. shiner, tangfish, tuna. Okay, all right, I could deal with some of this. Make your dough there. Ah, these have attachments as well. I did see some of the attachments when I was roaming around in the dev menu. Yes. And this is a meat mincer. It's essentially, it's just a meat grinder. Doesn't appear to have any additional tools or anything like that. We'll look that stuff up. And there goes my phone again. Folks, I'll be back in just a minute here. And give you a ambient shot. Be right back here. Okay, sorry about that, folks. This isn't my normal streaming time, so anybody that tries to contact me isn't used to me saying, I'm streaming. Alrighty. While we're at it, and for posterior's sake, I'm going to go back here, and it was stations, I think. Or was it a bench? The cooker, pot stove, Generator 2. Rock drill. Drilling stage. It's possible. Cooker. Stove. See, I would have thought initially we have the rock drill and we're going to drop one of those as soon as it gets to be daytime. I was assuming that these perhaps might have been animations. But generator 2, that's the generator that we're using over in the corner over there. That's the other model. There's apparently a third one. And fish farm. Egg incubation stage, hatching stage, growth and breeding stage, harvest stage. I can understand why there may not be any icons for those. But the one that, where was it? The cooker and the pot stove. I'm just wondering how those apply to the mod. Those were the two that concerned me that I was going to have to try to look up. Well, stone stove, pot stove, cooker. I wonder if these are just all variations of the same thing. There's a fish oven as well. We'll have to, or I will have to look back into that. Solar cells were a couple of things we're going to be goofing around with. We're going to try some solar up on the roof. The power cells are what I had to use in the generator. Oak Raven drill gas can. Those are what's used in the rock drill, if I remember correctly. I remember reading up on the mod that for that rock drill, in order to make the gasoline for the rock drills, you have to get or mine crystals from the wasteland, I think, or the desert. I'll have to go back and refer to the mod for that. Turret, solar power array. Let's go ahead and grab you. Grab you. We have that battery bank on the floor over there, so I'm going to grab one of these for the roof, just in case. So I don't need to run back down here. Marble sink, slate sink. Does this mean we can have running water in the house? This might be something to consider here. Let's see what happens if we try dropping this in the corner over here. Sink. If it's wrong, I can always dev destroy it. I would have been thinking I would have moved it over here next to the counter. But for now, we'll drop it over here. I'm more concerned about seeing empty marble sink. Storage. So far, I guess that just appears to be decorative in nature, so I'm not going to keep that. I'll end up probably getting rid of that. I mean, it's kind of cool looking, cool to have if you really want to set up a RP type kitchen. Or wait, huh? Okay. I'm pretty sure if I look at the XML for that, I'm pretty sure I can make that functional so you can get water from it. Something to perhaps consider later. In the meantime, let's see, Dropbox. You can go up on the roof. Oh, the hydroponics up on the roof actually create a little bit of light. I hear the bees happening. Solar power array. This is the turret. This is one of the cool ones. I think this is the one that I saw on the video. Aren't you there? Cells? Sure. There it is. I'm going to be interested to see if that thing tracks the sun. I mean, I seriously doubt that it will, but we can find out. Let's just go ahead and get a couple more cells happening. Let's spell cell properly. There we are. Another method for power, I suppose. Let's go ahead and draw. Oh, I put you in the wrong place here. Do that one more time. Oh, you have to shut it off. There we are. Cool little generator. Battery bank. Let's see, the auto workbench that's going down on the roof over there. Rock drill and pix bench. Like I said, we're going to hide that. I'm going to assume that the solar array is... Ooh. Even cooler. Okay, I have to see what this thing looks like. Okay, this is going to be cool. Okay. Let's get some cells going again. Okay, that's cool. Interesting. That is to the south. We'll go get that in the morning as soon as morning hits. Prepare ourselves for getting some of this other stuff going here. Auto workbench. Normally this isn't something I'd put on a roof. These are things that are just going to be here for testing purposes, and we also want to kind of face that backwards right there so we don't have any stream troubles with that. auto workbench. It'd be kind of nice if this solar power array had maybe a little bit of a light feature. I mean, the hydroponics are doing it. I can see that, and there's kind of some logic there. I would have liked to seen this thing kind of tilt up and angle up towards the sky a little bit like this one. I'm actually a little more particular towards the smaller one, but 270. 250. And I know a little bit of the power level is going to have to do with the cells you put in. I'm going to almost assume that if you have level 6s in there, you're going to get about 300 watts per. So that's not too bad. While we're waiting here. I'm going to refill my coffee. Back in just a minute here. Hello, people in the chat. I've been kind of just looking over every now and then, but nobody's really active in saying anything. So, hello, if you got any questions or anything like that about any of the mods. I currently have running on this server, I'll show you the mod list. Right there. This is most of them. Some of the other ones that really aren't going to mean anything to anybody because they're primarily server side and quality of life type things. The ones that we're playing with and looking at actively that I haven't played with that much, or in this particular case at all, are the Oak Raven forest collections. That's the coops, beehives, custom workstations, hydroponic, cooking stations, torches, and lights, which I opted out of the torches and lights temporarily because until I look a little bit closer at the mod, it just offered up a series of torches. I didn't see any lights involved with the mod, so I'm going to kind of look at that off stream. Power things, that was the solar arrays and things like that you were seeing up top. Drawbridges and walkways. As soon as it gets to be daytime, we'll take a look at those. Those are really cool looking, especially for those that like to build bases. Water wells and standpipe. We showed those off earlier today. Those have to be placed on the ground. Sign cupboards for writable storage. All of these really cool different types of storage boxes that you see in here. That's part of those. Rock drill we're going to be looking at during the day, and we just did the fish farm just a few minutes ago. The stuff on the left is stuff that's standard on my server. Things like the expanded dyes gives you over 100 new dye colors to dye your clothes and things with. Things like the modern lights and the PhD better lights give you more options for decorative and really cool looking lights in your base builds and things like that. Duriel's More Zombies has been modified greatly by me to dramatically increase the wandering hordes. We usually see somewhere between 30 and 60-ish zombies in the wandering hordes now, and it makes, during horde nights, the zombies rain down like chicken nuggets. The Rabbit of Kirbanog is a reference to Monty Python. If you're not familiar with that, that's going to be some homework for you. Electricity, no wires. As you can see, there's no active wires hanging about. This mod shuts all of that stuff off until you put a wire tool in your hand. So that's quality of life for me right there. I can't stand seeing those cords going around everywhere. Smitty Switches gives you a series of better and cooler switches for using instead of the really hokey looking ceramic switches that are normal in vanilla 7 Days to Die. A couple of which I have on the wall here already. There's one of them right there, and there's a few other throw type switches and things like that. Again, that's a visual thing. I love water. Takes alleviates the need to endlessly fill and empty buckets whenever you're needing or requiring large amounts of water. That's kind of just a quality of life thing that I do for the players. Vehicle Madness adds a substantial amount of repairable and alternative vehicles over and above the BW's vehicles that are included in War3zuk's AIO to begin with. Combo Pack 48 has tons and tons of new POIs. I think the numbers were over 1,000 or something like that, if I remember correctly. Downside with these overhauls, and this doesn't just include War3zuk, all-in-one, Darkness Falls, some of the other ones, it's a pain in the ass to implement those in the respect that, say, for example, like Darkness Falls, and just recently I was testing Age of Oblivion, which, let me get rid of you right now. I was testing Age of Oblivion, which I yanked off of the table for now. I'm not going to get into that gripe. I'm going to save that for some other time. They want you to use pre-generated overhaul maps, which I do not like. I learn the map in a day or two, and then it's boring as shit for me. And I got to have variety. Combo Pack has so many really cool POIs in it that I've never seen before, and you're just not going to get those with the base overhauls. I went ahead and made War3zuk use all of them, and with my modified RWG files, let me show you right here. See, this is just a 10K map. 12K is insane as far as the amount of POIs that are on it. This POI that this map that you're looking at right here has the numbers that I looked at. It was saying somewhere around 3,800. I've explored portions of this map before I rewrote the biomes. That's where the grass, or where the forest is, where the desert is, where the snow is, so on and so forth. After I did that, I kind of roamed around the map a little bit to see how many duplicates were in some of the areas, and finally becoming satisfied with this map right here. There are very few duplicates on this map. So for me personally and for my players, this is giving me the opportunity to say, hey, we've got a good variety on here. And for me, the map is all about exploring. I also want long-term playability. You know, I want to play in a game and play on a map for, you know, perhaps even, you know, a couple of months. I don't jump up to day 700 or day 4,000 horde or loot level 700, blah blah blah, upper tier weapons, blah blah blah, across the board after a week. I can't play that way. I like to immerse myself in the world. I like to get into trouble. I like to go exploring. And Combo Pack, once it released and everything like that, kind of made it the best of both worlds for me. So after tweaking the RWG files to my liking, that's the end result. So Let me go back out of here and get the map off. We are at 4 a.m. daytime. As soon as it gets just a little bit lighter, we're going to go out and get that airdrop. We'll run by perhaps the trader quest that we picked up yesterday. And along the way, we're going to try to find some chickens, find some bees, and find some of the other plants that are out there. Then make our way back to the base here. But before I do that, I'm going to go fill my coffee up. And that'll make me AFK for probably about a minute and a half. I'll be right back here. Alrighty. Folks, I just realized once again. Hey Melza, I'm back. I just realized that, boy, I gotta put myself a sticky note up here to turn off my intro music. I had it turned down real low, but it was still playing in the background. Okay. Yeah, Melza, have you been watching for a little while? You can kind of see the, I went a little crazy. I hopped on earlier, just before I started streaming and everything, and I did some of the proper changes and updates. I don't know if you caught or not, I did find out why some of the mod pieces weren't showing up. The author had some of the separate mod pieces in nested folders, so I had to take them out of the nested folders and put them in the mod directory properly. That's why the stuff wasn't showing up. So yeah, there's some pretty, I'm pretty excited about this. There's some pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to keep myself in my newbie status with regards to the weapons and the armor that I got, because I'm kind of used to roaming around in the world at this stage. Take some of these other things with us. It's a fish stick. We wanted to... Fish stick is used in the recipes for the fish station. I still don't know how you're going to get the fish to begin with, so to be determined. Oh, it is daytime too. I wanted to go check this stuff out. A little bit of a hum involved with that there. That's kind of a bummer. I was hoping that that thing would start to track like the other one would. This one is really cool when you turn it on and shut it off. I had mentioned this before. I don't know if you had seen it or not. It is that one that makes the noise. Is that cool or what? Okay. Drop the chicken coop down. Here's the fish farms. Ooh. Hey, look at the little fishies in there. Oh yeah, there's some really cool stuff in this mod. Our plants that we put in earlier have all growed up. They're just like normal plants. Cool thing about it, at least I determined this with the coffee earlier. I went ahead and I harvested the coffee. I'll harvest one of the peppers. You harvest them normally. You have a seed left over. Harvest the seed. And then you just go ahead and replant the seed again. Where was it here? Let's see, the bees are already ready for picking there. Mixer, acorn dough. There are some other things that you do with that. Blender, a bunch of different types of smoothies that you can make. Some of them a lumpy red worm smoothie. I'll be looking at all that stuff a little further down the road. Meat grinder, that obviously you can get bone meal out of that, and there's also recipes that require the different types of flesh. Stove. I didn't notice anything different. I mean, this just appears to be just an extension of the regular stove. This was the one that intrigued me a little bit. Excuse me. There's a series of different fish recipes and things like that, but you can also make canned food and things like that. Can of salmon, can of tuna. Fish meringue is still kind of creeping me out a little bit. Perch on a stick, piranha on a stick. That was the thing I was laughing at earlier. It's like, where are you going to find piranha at? I'm really interested in kind of trying to find out where all this stuff is going to spawn. I could probably have read up on it, but I want to have a little bit of fun with that. I want to have some surprises myself here. Shiner fish on a stick, tang fish on a stick. And supposedly, okay, I came across the actual fish stick while I was in the dev menu, and the description here, the fish stick is used as part of a recipe or can also provide players with a melee weapon. So I'm wondering if it's going to act almost like a baseball bat or something like that. Alchemy Station. That's where you're obviously going to be handling your batteries and some of the generator stuff, and the turret, the solar power turret array, the regular solar power array, so on and so forth. So I kind of saw that one coming. And Alchemy Station appears to be the same, just a kind of a newer, newfangled version of the Alchemy Station. One of the things, though, that I have to look into, the rock drill uses these Oak Raven drill gas cans, which involve a crystal of some kind similar to the oil shale that has to be mined in either the wasteland or the desert or both. We'll have to look into that, though. Here's the forge. It's just a really cool looking forge. It appears so far rocket tip. Oh, rocket launcher stuff. To me, this is a apocalypse forge compared to some of the other stuff that's out there. So some of the newer and different types of the storage chests, they're all writable. I haven't bothered putting any names on them yet. Battery bank. There's a couple of different types of battery banks. There's a couple of different types of generators, so on and so forth. But the day's already wasting. Go ahead and work our way down. I need to consider. Okay, that is my west. And I think the airdrop was south? No, it's north. Wait. That's the fetch. Oh, airdrop is east. Oh no, that's the water well. Alright, you can't be that. Oh, wow, that is way south. No guts, no glory. The reason why I didn't use this ladder before was every time you come down to this area right here, you wake up the Zeds that are in the building. Now that we've got the fish stick up, what kind of damage this thing does. 27, power attack 68. That's kind of right on par almost with the baseball bats, I think. We'll find out. Okay, we're all loaded up there. Before we go any further, though, let's organize this a little bit better. I did put the cooker in my inventory, and yeah, there's nothing happening. Apparently I can move it around. You know, I'm gonna have to test this. Wow, okay. It is an icon issue. So before I go any further, and before I forget, wait a minute, I'm in dev mode. Oh, fucking pelican. Hang on here. Just because I don't like them. I'm going to temporarily put you here. That is a cooking... I'm going to leave it on the roof here temporarily, and I'll reorganize it inside the base after. I'll go into the XML files and fix that so the icon shows up, and if an icon doesn't exist, Oh, well, you saw all the recipes that I was pulling up. That there's different types of fish on a stick or whatever. So, yeah. Apparently, this is just another version of the cook stove. So, I can dig it. I kind of like this one a little bit better, though. Actually, if I had to make a choice, but I'm going to leave it up here so it's going to remind me to organize the or go looking for that icon. What I was going to do originally, I was going to eat, drink some water, get some coffee going. Just going to put myself kind of back where I was heading to begin with. I mean, despite the fact that I'm woke somebody up anyways. Oh, and there's a damn cop down there already, too. Somebody's pissed off and making their way towards me already. Ooh. Shit, they're starting a party already down there. See a little bit of crankiness going on. Party going on over there. Ooh. Shit. Oh yeah, daytime Zeds are starting to show up in places. So we'll leave them to their little party. Okay. Hey, Mo. I hear you, but I don't see you. Did I wake you up inside? Don't know. Yeah, okay. Spiders are doing their jobs. For those that aren't familiar with the War3zuk overhaul, the spiders will fight zombies. Yeah. Okay, dick boy. There's a little bit of everything coming from me here. He's gonna spit, he's gonna spit, he's gonna spit. He's gonna spit, he's gonna spit. Hey! That was a ripoff if there ever could be one. I gotta be careful here. Okay, he should be coming from this side. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, he's feral. Whoa, mommy. He's gonna spit, he's gonna spit. And I dodged it. Oh, shit. The Undertaker over there is not somebody to mess with. They have a knockout and a knockdown at this level, this stage. Oh shit. And he might be onto me. This might not have been a... Mommy. Going way out of my way here. A lot further than I intended. Arlene. Radiated Big Mama. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Feathers. This is what I was hoping for. Regular eggs. Xanthanum, cotton. That all appears to be the normal standard fare type stuff. Ooh. Ah, crystals. Those look different. Nobody's going to bother us right away, so... That's why we're in dev mode right here. Let's get a pickaxe. Nitrate. Okay, we appear to be getting oil shale, nitrate, stone. Probably not what we're looking for. It should be lead. Yeah. Crap. Hey, Need Sleep. Testing a bunch of additions that I threw into the server. What that should be. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just regular stone. I'll throw the mod list up in just a second here. Quick peek. Now, War3zuk All-in-One has the baby chicks for part of its recipes, and the Oak Haven has baby chicks for its chicken coop and things like that. And I'm wondering and hoping that there won't be a conflict of any kind, but we'll find that out. That's kind of why I'm messing with some of these. Some more baby chicks. Darling? Excuse me. I haven't seen any extra special nodes yet. Boy, a vehicle would sure be nice. Yes, I know I can spawn one. Repairable Marauder. Yeah. Okay, here's a water source. And typical 7 days to die, wonky water. Still wondering exactly how you're supposed to come across the fish. Oh, look at those vandals. Nobody's bothering them. They have nothing better to do but to... Oh! Okay. Live and learn. They must be from Minnesota. Okay. Oh, they're just doing house cleaning over there. Okay. Aha. Turnip. That's my first more unique node that I think is part of the Oak Raven gig. Boy, it'd be really nice to come across a taxi cab or something of that caliber. Like I said, I know I'm in dev mode, I can spawn the vehicles and things like that, but I was just kind of hoping the game would be nice to me, and holy crap. No. No, 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 no. That place is all you, man. You can have it. Not interested. It just... Shit, fucking pelicans. Oh, and the worst possible kind. And everybody and their mother is aware of my presence, but that's okay. Really? There's a Wendigo over there. Oh, I'm thinking of it. Ooh, he's making his way. I'm not ready to deal with him just yet. Yeah, need sleep. We were, damn, another fear one. Radiated. Oh, hell. This POI usually has a big-ass dog spawned in front of it. That might have been the, shit. Sorry if I stop mid-sentence. I need to be a little bit more aware of my surroundings. Okay. Sorry, I hate killing doggies in these games. I do, I really do. That's just not my MO, even during the apocalypse. Goldenrod. Deal with it now. Shit. A lot of ferals out today. I'm gonna get myself sick. I just know it. Yeah, after I collect this supply drop, Coyote, you keep to yourself over there. Don't bother me and I won't bother you. After I get the supply drop, I'll admin speed back to base and throw those mods off again. Nice. That's actually a really, really good supply drop for the first one. Okay. Oh. Who do we have there? Sound grumpy. But okay. 1,700 hours. Let's do the admit thing. Head back towards home. Scanning the ground along the way for any unique Sorry about that. I had to shut my mic off for a second there. Maybe we'll get lucky. Military vehicles, military places, and things like that are usually where you can find the rucksacks that are part of the overhaul for increasing your inventory storage. Aha. Jalapeno. Oh, cool. Bee stump. Well, now we know how we find bees. I'm assuming that there's no guarantee that you're going to get the bees. Good thing I went up in the air for that. Freaking flaming demolisher already. Nope. Not yet. Now, the regular player obviously wouldn't have this benefit, but these dev streams that I'm doing are... Oh, looks like there's some of the rare... there's the water well that I put in earlier today. Spider. Honey, jalapenos. Okay. Oh shit. Glad I didn't fly over top of there. That's Pelican Heaven right there. One of the things we wanted to test. Did I get any bees? I don't see any. The chicks. Ah, there are. Okay, this is what I was hoping for. The cute baby chicks are part of the bee stings. You know, I was wondering about that if I started smacking on the log, if there was a chance that bees are going to come out and they're going to start, you know, you're going to start taking damage or something. That'd be a cool addition. I was wondering, you know, how you're going to encounter, or if there's going to be a conflict with the War3zuk baby chicks that you get for making things like chicken nuggets and things like that, and the Oakhaven versions that are used for putting in the chicken coop. As you can see, we have two different types of chickens, and I'm already aware that the cute baby chicks are part of the War3zuk one. This should be part of the Oakhaven one, and you should be able to now. Yeah, look at that cute little guy. Look at that. That's cute. You gotta have two of them. Aw. Okay. You right click. There you go. Honey's ready to collect. Look at the little guys right there. Okay. And I think, is it the Hydroponics Bench? We did get, look at the jalapenos. Jalapeno seed, you need compost, jalapeno, which we collected. And, remember, Melza, we were wondering earlier what the hydroponic feed was going to be for. Compost and the feed is what you use to create seeds for making the plants. That makes sense now. I can dig it. Let me go ahead and get these red. You, I'm going to keep you guys. Oh, we're in dev mode, so it really doesn't matter for that. You, grab you. The cute baby bees are part of the War3zuk bees. So I'm going to almost assume if everything's going to work properly, one of these times we'll come across the log again. We'll get a different type of bee. I'm going to keep that in my inventory so I can compare. Scrap you. Anything needing to go in there? Technically, no, technically I don't need to put anything in there, really. There's some money right there. That came out of the supply drop. Growth and breeding stage. Oh, cool. Now, you know, I was wondering where we were going to be getting fish from. Maybe you get the fish exclusively from these things, which is, I don't know, that'd be kind of goofy to have the fish just exclusively to these things. I mean, I guess that's okay, but there is a fishing mod, and if I was going to get adventurous, once I work my way or learn my way around the Oak Raven fish and everything like that, I'm not beyond jumping into that fishing mod and porting the fish that are used in the recipes for Oak Raven over to the fishing mod so you can fish them with a fishing pole, if that makes sense. And there's a lot of F's in that sentence. Okay. Let's turn some lights on for... food. Yes, this is where I was dumping food initially. Anyways. Good. I think parts. Hmm. Kind of a weird. I think if I can alter this for my own sanity, I think I'd probably alter the font to make the fonts just a little bit bigger. That's me though. We're gonna sell that stuff off. That's for ammo and things of that sort. It's resources. I thought I had more parts here somewhere. Yes. Ones that I weren't gonna, ones that I wasn't gonna sell anyways. Chem Station is there. My organizational skills still suck as far as certain things go. Scrap. Gun bench, ammo and things like that will kind of have its own little thing happening. But for now, I'm going to drop you in there. Selling the rest of you over at the trader. Yeah, we'll take care of the rest of that after the fact. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Okay. Go ahead and organize this a little bit better. And put you down here like I said I was going to. Give you extra little chickie. Put you in there with the other ones. And for the people who well, you see all the different types of chests now, and this isn't even all of them. There's that one. There's those two types. There's this one, which I'm really particular towards these guys right here. I like those a lot. There's this type, and there's a couple more RP type versions that are available. You can organize to your heart's content. I usually don't start really getting down to the nitty-gritty and organizing until I really have my base built up and I start having the furniture exactly where I want it. This position or this situation that we're in right now, this has been primarily for testing and things of that sort, just so I can have all the stuff out and be able to look at it. So like I said, there's the Chem Station. Decorative sink, cook station. That's a fish cook station. That's where you're going to be able to make like the canned goods and things like that, and the other gross stuff. They have a couple versions of each of these types of cooking stations too. There was the other food box. Different types of cooking kitchen type devices that's used in some of the different types of recipes and things like that. And there's our hydroponics, which can be grown indoors. I just put them on the roof just because. Hydroponics Bench, beehive, chickens, fish farms. Oh, the fish farms have a kind of like a real low level. I wonder if it's kind of like each farm is gonna give like a different type of fish. I should have probably put a couple more of them down just to see. So we'll see what that's all about. Solar arrays for solar power. Cement, their version of a cement mixer. There's actually a couple of versions of that as well. But the tall thing is a solar array. You talking about this one? That one right there? That's a small version. I mean, it's a big version of essentially what is the same thing right here. Let me shut this one off. turn it back on. This is so cool. Which, in effect, this is basically a solar generator. It's got a battery bank in it, so you can, unlike the other type that you've got to put gasoline into to keep the batteries charged, this uses solar. This tall one's pretty much the same thing. I was a little disappointed with this. I knew there was this taller one, and I was kind of hoping it'd have kind of like a similar effect that the small one does, that, you know, when you fired it up and turned it on, that the thing would... wait a minute. Okay, I do have the batteries in there. It's turned on. Turn it off? Oh, big deal. Okay. Okay. It does open up. That's kind of cool, I suppose, but I would have rather seen it kind of tilt itself up at like about a 45-degree angle at least. That'd make it really cool. Yeah, supposedly when you're using these different workstations too, they've got animation effects and things like that when they're active. I'll be looking at that as time goes on. I've got to go refill my drink here and do a very, very fast nature call. I'll just get that all done at once here. So I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. In the meantime, you guys want to research... a few people watching the streams now. If you guys want to research the mods that I'm using on the server here, it's all the ones on the right are the ones that I'm talking about and playing with today. That's all the Oak Raven Forest Collection stuff. The only one that's in the list that I haven't enabled on the server is the torches and lights, because after I looked a little closer at it, it kind of bored me to death. So, when daytime hits the second time, we're going to go play with the rock drill and scoot around a little bit perhaps, and maybe see if we can find some of the other nodes that are out there for some of the plants, the crystals that I was talking about, and some of that other stuff. But yeah, like I said, that's the Oak Raven Forest Collection. You can look that up on 7days2diemods.com, I believe. So I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, if you guys hear a little bit of a rumbling in the background, it's the uh, AC that's cranked up really high. It started getting really warm back in the office back here, so I needed to bail for a minute. Well, it is daytime already. Yay! Okay, I did while I was out, I did read up the specialized gasoline that is needed for the rock drill is created with regular shale on the Chem Station here. We have the gas cans already, and I'm assuming. Oh, okay. It doesn't. That's kind of misleading. Gas can to me just says that it's an empty can, but apparently that's a full can. Need 120 shale to make one of those, I guess. Let's test that theory out. Let's go ahead and get us some shale happening here. This is a War3zuk UK thing right here. It's 50,000 stack, or let's just grab one of these and open it up for a stack. You gotta throw some wood in there. Oh, I might have accidentally dumped all my wood in resources. Resources? Yeah. We'll see how much you get for... Oh, it's not letting me craft. Why? Got the ingredients. Oh. Kind of need to turn it on. Oil shale that is open up. Oh, there's the animation anyways. I do have some points to spend. And I'm going to assume... Can't be there. Engineering? Oak Raven Forge. A powder mixer. Oak Raven Generator 1 and 2. Battery bank. Robotics, maybe? I mean, for alchemy, living off the land, maybe? That's for hydroponics and things like that, which I dig that. Master Chef. Oak Raven Cooking Station, mixer, blender, mincer. I didn't think that'd be there. That's gotta be... That's gonna bother me until I find out which one that is. Because we've got the shale. Okay, that is going to bug me, and I actually have my laptop open a couple of feet away. I'm going to take a quick peek and see if I can dig up the information for that. Be right back. Okay, there's no mention of it on the mod page, so that's something I'm going to have to figure out while we're here. Let's see, I put the cooking stuff in here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, supposedly, from what I read, this sink is supposed to do water, but I can't figure that out yet. Maybe you got to dump water into it. This one, that just uses some wood. Turn you on. Nice. Okay. I'm wondering. We have to look and see what the forge does. So, I'll grab you anyways. Okay, now that's cool. I'm sure you guys can probably hear that too. Nice. Let's just go ahead and turn everything on. Oh Lord. Ew. Ew. That is cool though, I suppose. No doubt. You know, that reminds me, there are supposedly station? No? Hot? I think there's a couple more cooking type stations that I haven't found yet. But time's a wasting. It's morning. Let's go ahead and I can't remember exactly where the trader was, so we'll quickly scoot over to the rally point over here. And yes, this is not how I would play the game normally, I'm more interested in getting scooted around for testing purposes. Traders right over here. So I don't have to go to the rally point and do that. This is one of my favorite traders, by the way. This is a War3zuk trader.
Gratitude and safe travels, friend.
Just for future reference, this particular trader has got some really darn good goodies hanging out in it. I'm not going to loot those in case one of my people that want to hop on the server want to come in. Books, books, books. There's also some hardened chests, other odds and ends. But we wanted to go... Oh, another... bee stump. Aha, there's a queen bee. We need 2 of them, if I remember correctly. So, okay, I can confirm that that's where those come from. I forget. Usually don't go out on the road until I've had my morning drinks and morning coffee. Yo. I forgot I'm supposed to be expecting fearls during the day, too. Let's just, for posterity's sake, that's the trader. Our water well is not too far away, southwest. Southwest. Should be right nearby here. Straight this way. Yeah, there it is. Oh, what's with all the barrels out? Well, this is the War3zuk mod, so you can expect ferals. Oh. You know, I said I wanted to do it right over by the well that we created, and of course the game decided it wanted to accommodate me in that. Oh, we're wasting time here. Oh. Yeah, just wasting time. Next. Come on, guys, let's get it over with. Okay. I hear that chattering teeth. I hate that sound. Okay. Let's get the rock drill out. Rock drill, rock drill, rock drill. Right there. Yes. We've already got the gas on us for that. Do you have to physically put the gasoline in your hand? I'm wondering. I guess so. Since we're here, let's go ahead and put a couple more down. Because it's my understanding that the things that it produces is random. And supposedly one gas can will run these for apparently one cycle. Something that just dawned on me too about the sink up in the base. It's very possible that the sink might not be active until you place a land claim block. That is possible. I'll have to test that theory too. I have no idea how long these cycles are for. It's 1,300 hours. The drills really need like a radial radio menu or something like that. That's my opinion on that anyways. Well, while we're thinking of it, kind of show off some of the vehicles in the mod. I'm not going to spawn them or anything, just go over some of the names. The Hostess box truck. Not so sure that that's can you? That would just go beautiful with the Wolfroon's Cookabooka and the Twinkies and the fucking snowballs. I'm gonna set that aside and play with that later. Charger, APC, buggy, another charger, looks like a General Lee. Just colored chargers. Gyrocopter. Standard fare mini bike. Oh yeah, that's right. War3zuk added a paint job mod into the overhaul not too far back, so it's going to be showing different colors, I suppose. Golf carts, Sportsters, Humvees, Junker Purple, Marauder, MTV. Here's the crop duster. That's a biplane. Dirt bike. There's the MD500. That's a small loach-like copter. The Novas. Old semis. The Rat. The Willy Jeeps. Spelling? Which... Oh, Marauders? Blah, 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 blah. Where... Oh, these guys here. You got more than one... Well, you know, let's grab one of those guys. I'm particular towards the Willy Jeeps myself. You can always take the colors out of them too and give them paint jobs and things like that. There's the UH-60 copters. Yeah, because of the paint job aspect of the mod that he's got in here, it's showing all the different colors if you just want to... Okay, a pink Miss Spartan placeable. I'm going to assume that that's a reference to Grand Spartan. Standard cycles. Standard bicycles. No hood placeable. Mini bikes. Pickup. Okay, somebody's grumpy. Hey, I'm shopping here. Shopping here. Oh. We're almost due for a wandering horde, which... Oh, and here comes a Pharaoh. Arlene, you've got that look in your eyes. I've seen it before. Too slow. Damn. Oh, that's right. You guys got a hellified reach to him. And before I forget, oh shit, really? Ow! Bald-headed prick. Somebody's grumpy. Oh shit! Whoa, no, no, no! Mommy, mommy, mommy! I knew he was going to do that. His head ought to be landing any time now. Oh well. Okay, we will check on those towards evening. Where was I? I was looking at vehicles. There we are. Tractors, farm tractors, hot rods, the Evos, forklift. There's my rusty taxi. It's actually one of my favorite vehicles that I've played with so far. Spiker, that's a new one. There's the Vespas. Box truck, military. The quads, the small buggy. I think the small buggy was the new one. It's not gonna hurt anything. Yeah, I think it was. Oh yeah, between the BW's vehicles and the vehicle madness that I put in here, there are a lot of vehicles to choose from. They have a tendency, and I've noticed this, they don't seem to spawn often in the areas that are near your initial spawn points in the game. But what I have found, let me go ahead and let me make sure I got one here. I do. What I found, if you want to increase the likelihood and the chances of getting like some of the cool vehicles, you always, whenever you come across these guys here, you go ahead and loot them. And then wrench them down. And you just wait. I have it set for 3 days, I think. So in 3 game days, a new vehicle will spawn here, and any vehicle in the whole list is open to respawning there. That's how I've come across some of these other vehicles. We're not going to hang around for him. I got to see if these got the same. Cool. The turning ability on these are great. I heard a spider just a second ago. Oh, oh wow. There's one of War3zuk's wife's POIs right there. There's a little white foxy. See where we're at on the map real quick. Well, we do have a fetch quest. That's north. Or whatever, dude. Can I sneak through here? Oh, yes, I can. Whoa. Yeah, I think the foxes are part of the older creature pack that War3zuk also ported over from before. I mean, I've seen them in more than one mod too. I just always thought that they were cute. Just because it's the apocalypse doesn't mean that we can't have nice things. Well, there's one of those little baby bears. Piss off. I'm really liking this buggy. I mean, oh shit. I smelt you before I saw you. Shit. Oh crap. Damn, it just keeps getting better no matter where I go. No, I'm gonna do it this way. I normally, as a player, I normally wouldn't play like this. I normally don't pick my vehicles up all the time. I think it's kind of cheesy. But when I come across one that I just don't want to lose, I'll take that role-playing sacrifice. Yeah. I really hate messing with the spiders because the spiders deal with Zeds. Shit. That was actually something I wasn't anticipating. I didn't anticipate being able to knock out a feral. Hey, you just keep going there, buddy. The person, you know, he's going to sit right on top of where I have to go. 1850. I'm not going to have... this doesn't seem like a big place, though. Okay. Okay. That floaty green guy over there, that's kind of the equivalent of a wraith. They're not pleasant to work with, so this yeah, it's going to be a bust. So just because. Could have waited. Horrible, horrible. Wow, that's actually nice. The War3zuk, the HD version of the medkit schematic is not that easy to get. Oh, that's a lot of gas. That's a lot of gas. Okay, we're going to start to have visitors soon. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of my building, too. Learned a lesson from past experience. You do not, even though it looks, well, no, why not? Last time I went through here, stuff spawned as soon as I went through the door here. We might get lucky and we can kind of keep it quiet. Uh-huh. There he is. think it was here. Ah, there's one of the okay. There's one of the rucksack mods for the armor that I was talking about previously. We'll go ahead and put that in when we're in a position to be able to think for ourselves. 2000 hours, just about the right time. Stay stealthy. There are a lot of Zeds inside of these buildings, so as long as you keep quiet when you're going past them. There's a lot of good loot in there too, by the way. I just saved that until I'm up a little higher level. I think I'm in a safe enough spot to be able to do this. This will help out a lot. Excuse me. I haven't spent any of my points, so hopefully. I usually try to max out Parker as soon as I can. Ah, almost fell. Yeah, I fucking woke him up anyways. The reason I was aiming, folks, is I didn't realize I had my mouse caught up against my drink cup. I thought I was losing it for a second there. Okay, we're good. Okay, and in the meantime, I was going to somebody's already out there cranky. Drop you in. Complete. And that adds up another row. By the time you get all of your armor done, you will have 2 left over, and those remaining 2 sections of slots will be or can be taken up by Pack Mule. So that's how you increase your inventory in this overhaul. Headlights, aerodynamics, RQ. Preview. Wrap you. Ah, car bumper front. This is one of the parts that you'll get for putting the parts together to be able to build some of the vehicles with Vehicle Madness. Not on that one. He might be up top here. Nope. Oh, Melzo, I don't know if you came on. I did. I was right. As soon as I restarted the server and came back on, I was able to place in this weird little spot right here And I kind of went back over the footage and I looked at it, and it happened right after I tried to pull some of the things that weren't showing up icon-wise in out of my inventory. So I'm thinking that because I wasn't able to pull whatever out of the creative menu, it kind of bugged that little spot out for some goofy ass reason. But logging out and logging back in on the server after the server restarted, it fixed that. So I was getting a little worried. Oh, since we're here. The chickies are... Oh, whoa! The chickens have grown up. That is so cool. Well, hey, you know, if you think about it, though, that's kind of one of the things that this game is lacking. Everything is so static. This other one's sitting there. This one's doing CBD, and that one's doing mushrooms. He's just got the blank stare on his face right there, but that one right there is doing his thing. That's cool. Honey production's pretty good for those. Nice, nice, nice. Ah, harvest stage. Just because I want to move this stuff off of my bar. Put you there. Salmon and kingfish. All right. Oh. Growth and breeding stage. It goes back to doing its thing afterwards. I wonder if it has so many rotations before you have to... Maybe. That is something to... I mean, the people who made this mod put a lot of thought into some of the different things that they've done, and I haven't had a chance to look at the code yet, but that would be cool. Can hear the chickens behind me. See if I get here. Well, I was wondering how you were going to get the different types of fish, and I guess it is just a random. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm really happy with the things that were added in this mod. I'm usually really skeptical about adding a bunch of different things. That's still kind of, there's still some reason why suppose I could just go ahead and look outside. Oh. Oh, that's where I spawned in when I was bebopping around the map. It is south. It just hasn't landed yet. Okay, I'll have to remember that for the morning. Okay, somebody is outside. Cranky. I hear it finally too. Normally they bust out of that door straight down, and they try to work themselves up to this ladder and make their way up this way. But that's not happening this time. Shit. Whew. Okay, normally I would have just taken the fall and learned my lesson right there. But yeah, this is how I normally would do things. And I get dizzy too. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not that ballsy. I do get dizzy too. There you are. I hear you now. He's in the floor beneath me. Or... shit. Yeah, I woke them all up. Yep. Before I forget, I've done this before. There they are. Oh shit. This is Mother. Sweet Mother of God. Okay, we're not. Yeah. You see what kind of hell I unleashed on myself here. Come on. I want everybody to follow me. Whoop. Wrong way, Earl. Shit. Sweet mother of God. But this is what I live for in the game. Whoa! Everybody. Fuck, I hear it. Yep, spider. Trying to conserve that stamina. Got myself a little bit of respite here. Whoop. And it just broke my leg. Shit, shit, shit. You gotta lead everybody away. I'm not going down without a fight. Not going down without a fight. You can piss off. All you can piss off. Yeah, okay. Not going down without a fight. And yes, I know that. Oh shit. Not going down without a fight. Oh, okay. That light that's barreling down on me, that's the Undertaker. And as soon as he gets close enough to me, he's going to knock me out. And that's going to be all she wrote. He's on top of me. Yep. It's all she wrote right here. There it is. That was a lot of Zeds. But as long as we stay quiet, we'll be fine here. I have made it out of situations like that. Like I said, just by not giving up and whatever. The mistake I made when I jumped, I knew my parkour level was still like at the halfway point, and I knew that I was taking a chance on jumping from there and breaking a leg, and I did. So that was the main mistake right there. Had I not broken my leg, I probably would have lived through that and been able to kite everything around and get myself into a good enough position. The other thing, once, especially at night, once you start opening up with a firearm and everything like that, everything in the area comes. And the zombie amounts that I have, Normal or typical servers have like 64 counts. I have 120 set at a minimum. So in your immediate vicinity, per player, you can get up to about 100 or 120 Zeds. And Wandering Hordes, I've got set between 30 and 60 on average. There are times when you're supposed to run. There are times when you're supposed to give up. So, and there's the morning chime. Now, all of those fuckers that were down there should be dying? Of course. Can't remember exactly which corner of the building I died at. Any further? Which is what I should have done before I went after the Zeds. I also should have had my splints and everything on my bar. And my painkillers on my bar. Yeah, see, normally I'm able to jump from... Oh, that's what's missing. The little bitches took out... I have a lamppost that is normally right about there. And apparently they took it out on me. Yeah, see, that's what you're supposed to be able to do from that point. And I was... in crouch mode still. Oh, there's that fucker. No, he's not gonna die, but... Yeah. I'm also only using stone. That's a brick right there. Just about anything else. Well, I figure I'll let him do the work for me. Okay, we probably will. Oh! One of my least favorite mobs in this. The feral farmers are some of the fastest. Okay. Oh, shit. And I should have been watching. That's normally how I handle things. A little bit faster than that. Hey. Excuse me. Real quick, I'm going to have to go blow my nose. I'll be right back here. Okay, sorry about that. That kind of creeped up on me really fast. Whew. Okay. Ugly doggy should be roaming around here somewhere. Come on, ugly doggy. I know you're here somewhere. Shit. I am taking more hits than I normally allow myself. Oi! Mr. Deer, have you seen a big dog around anywhere? Apparently not. I could have used the squirrel bits earlier. I would have taken that into consideration. See, I don't like having a 1,000 hit point infernal dog running around where I can't. There he is. I knew you were still here. The whole fucking roof broke in. Okay, that dog is right there. Like there's a whole lot of destruction going on right in this spot right here, but take you. Okay. Now, this is one of those POIs. They don't show up until you get right up on there. As long as I don't go over there, he won't bother me. Really? Just trying to make a withdrawal. They broke out of that window up there. So since I already know that it's partially cleared, I'll take advantage of the fact that I got everything. Hi. Oi. Yoko. Don't interrupt me when I'm trying to be sneaky. Bastard. Oh shit. I hear footsteps behind me. Now, I am only using stone bolts. Here she comes. Nope. Oh god, another one of my favorite farmers. What had happened with the spawn, when I ran them so far away from the POI, they reset in the POI. That's why I recognize some of these. I hate the farmers. You know, before I go any further, I've been a bad boy. I haven't been spending any of my points. This is normally the spec that I go with. Point left, deep cut. He's going to come around the backside, or make an attempt to. Can I? What is so intriguing to these guys in the back? I know there's more in here. A little more, a little more, a little more. Really? I wonder if they're they're viewing that open window outside where everybody descended and dropped on me the first. Where everybody dropped and descended on me the first time. They went up, or they're recognizing that second story window as the path. Doink, 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 doink. Well, thanks for bringing that back down to me. Okay, the farmer should be up here, but he's got really low points. Oh, I can hear that skittering around. You want me, I know you do. Oh. Day 7. I forgot to set the Horde Nights to 14 days. Oops. Pretty sure that that was the window that they can't, or it might have been the third story. Yeah, I think it was. Okay. I'm going to. Oh. Oh shit. wandering horde. He's feral too. Taking a chance. He's gonna get cranky in a minute here. Shit. Feel like somebody's on my back right now, which wouldn't surprise me. Okay, that's a regular clown. I can deal with him. Oi, soldier boy. Yo. Get a wind up ready. Bam. Yeah, I usually set mine for 14. And when I restarted the server, I forgot to check it. Oi! I didn't... Yeah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, cool. Remember the dog? Well, let's have a weapon ready at least. Oh yeah, he's not going to be happy about that. Stamina, 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 stamina. And bleed damage for the win. Okay. That's the advantage of deep cuts. Oh. Our rock drills, I think, should be done by now. So quiet over here. So. Collection stage. Oh, wow. Raw iron, coal, small stone. Now, I do know that the rock drills aren't super easy to make. It takes a little bit of effort to make those things, but look at the resources that you get just from leaving the thing running by themselves. Nice. I really like that. Okay, yeah, we're not going to suffer a horde. There's kind of no point in it. I'm level 5, and I think I mean, I am positive I can survive it. If I set myself up on a couple of buildings and put myself in a position to be able to hop up and down. I've done it before. Oh. I don't want to let that go though. Just because it's loot. Yeah, if I was going to try to suffer the horde, I'd probably set up on like a place like this right here. Have a couple of ladders leading up to the roof of this place. And then run a ladder up to the roof of this place. And maybe even a couple of these smaller buildings. Nice, all the way around. Okay, I have been streaming for about 4 hours now, and while I don't mind entertaining the possibility of running through and doing a horde, yeah, I don't think I'm I don't think I'm in the mindset to actually deal with the horde right now. I do want to, however, I want to research the couple of items that are missing icons. I want to do that. Oh, I wanted to check these guys. This is cool. Ready for gathering? Whoa. The mushroom chicken, the one that's cross-eyed. Huh? Let's see what happens when you... That was loud. Harvest stage. Well, that didn't seem to take very long. lot of stuff to sort through, a lot of stuff to scrap. I think what I am going to do, though, is give it a break for a little while. And start having chicken nightmares. Well, you know. We do have, or did have, still. Didn't I have my stick on me? I don't remember. There it is. Wood. I didn't put all the wood in there. I know I didn't. Barramundi fish on a stick, or tang fish on a stick. That's all we've got on us right now, so let's do the barramundi. We'll cook you. $20 food, 8 health, 10 stamina. I'm going to assume some of the different fish that you're going to get will hopefully maybe give you, maybe have different stats. We'll have to see. I'll be looking into that. But in the meantime, yeah, I got all this crap to sort out and everything like that. I'll do that a little bit later. I got to give myself a break here. So, you know, I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, Melza. If you, at any point in time, if you want to hop on this my servers and goof around and play around and experiment and stuff, you're more than welcome to. The proper information is in the login channel on the Discord. And as far as loading the mod goes and everything like that, if you're used to or functional with the mod launcher, you can install multiple copies of, just say you play War3zuk on your own server that you're setting up and playing with, and then you want to get the mods for my server and have them separate. Okay. Well, you can initially, I've got video links in the 7 Days to Die channels for installing the mod launcher, if you're not familiar with how that's done. If you're beyond that point, you can go into the mod launcher and get the War3zuk and install it and set it up. And once you've done that, you can physically go into that folder or into that directory and rename the War3zuk to War3zuk, say War3zuk mine, and then duplicate it again in that same folder and name that one War3zuk Wolf-Runes server, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. You can have multiple copies in the launcher folder, and that way you can, if you have your own server that you want to play with, you can tailor it and set the mods up yourself however you want, but you don't have to worry about contaminating, say, the server files on my end. Or, yeah, if you run into a snag or something, and then the only thing I'm going to say is right after I log out, I want to update the additional mod files that you have to get from the Google Drive that I have set up for the server. That's the secondary item that you have to put in the mods folder, all the changes that I've made and all these other additional mods and stuff. But it's just one file that you download. I have to update that. So right after I log out, I'm going to go ahead and do that. That was one of the things I wanted to get done before I forgot about it. So I'll be posting a new mod package link that will have the 07/18 date attached to it, and there'll be a message in there. You'll see that it'll be updated. So but I should probably have that done in about 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I'm going to shut the server down and restart it, but reset the horde day for day 21, just in case, you know. And the cool thing about it is when you spawn in to the game, I have it set so all the new players spawn in the same spot. You're going to be spawning in, the trader is right here. You'll be spawning in right in this area right over here. So you can actually see, you know, I'm not that far away or anything like that. That's something else I do too. It's so everybody has an easy time finding each other. But I'll update the files, and I'll make sure that you have access to the login channel on the server, and just watch the video, read through it. If you have any snags or anything like that, just PM me. I have open notifications on for Discord on my laptop, which is practically on my hip all the time. So, so on and so forth. But yeah, you're more than welcome to come on, and you'll get the happy starting chewies and things like that. And I purposely haven't set, or I usually don't set land claim blocks so that say somebody like you or somebody else can actually come roaming in and actually use the equipment and things like that if I happen to not be around. So, but yeah, I'll do that. If you have any questions or anything like that, just go ahead and PM me, and I'll answer them as soon as I see it. But I need to give my throat a break and get a drink and get that repackaged file taken care of. So we'll go from there. Anybody else that's been lurking and not saying a damn thing? So much for being quiet. You didn't have to. Same goes for anybody else that wants to hop on the server and play on the server. I don't intend on wiping it right away, but if more than enough people are interested in, they want to start out fresh and everything like that, I have no problem wiping the server and letting everybody start at zero. So go from there. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my erratic behavior. These admin dev streams that I'm going to be doing for a little while are primarily just showing off some of the stuff and answering some questions for people and things like that, and me having a little bit of fun and cutting loose along the way. So we'll go from there. Take care, folks.